Hi everybody. In this video I want to talk to you a little bit about boss builds and how as you level up in the game you're going to find that it's better to have different builds when you go up against a boss than when you face off against normal mobs. In this particular case this character is not necessarily ready to go up against the boss, but I want to show you what I would do were I about to do so. So this is a wizard and I have mostly a damage build here. I have Diamond Skin as my defensive skill, and Wave of Force available as crowd control, but the other four abilities are all very much damage abilities, and my passive skills are basically ways to boost my damage. So, and keep me alive a little bit longer. Against a boss, most of the time what you're going to do is you're going to spec very heavily into defensive skills. You want to make sure you keep yourself alive at all costs, and then just deal damage when you have an opportunity. This is especially the case for ranged classes like the wizard in this particular case. And let me just show you what I mean by that. So what this build is going to do is it's going to have 4 defensive skills and 2 offensive skills. In terms of your offense, what I like to use is Ray of Frost here with the Numb Runestone. Okay? And this does damage, but it also slows down your enemies, so it doubles as a defensive skill. Arcane Orb is good against elite monsters on their own, but against a boss, it's not necessarily, it doesn't double in any way as a defensive skill. So I'm actually going to stick with Hydra, because I believe Hydra is very powerful and it provides us enough damage, but also gives us the mobility to get away from our enemies. Okay, so we're going to move Hydra here, and we're going to use, for now, Lightning Hydra, but once you get to the point, I would actually prefer Venom Hydra, because, again, anything that does damage while you can get away from the boss is fantastic. So Poison is always a good choice. Okay, defensive. I like Diamond Skin, so we're going to go ahead and leave it there as is. And then we're going to add Teleport. Here. With the Safe Passage Runestone. That's your get out of jail free card to get away from an enemy. Next we're going to grab Illusion. Right. Actually, sorry, I got the name wrong there. We're going to go Mirror Image. And in this particular case, I like 5 mirror images, and they can all distract the boss if he gets too close to you at that time. Okay, and last but not least, we're going to use Energy Armor with Force Armor as our and then that'll be at level 54, so this is for higher level characters. For now, we'll leave it on Absorption. When you get up to Force Armor, this is a way to severely limit how much damage you take. Okay, last but not least, we have passive skills, and I'm going to go with Galvanizing Ward, which will open up at level 40, so we'll go ahead and leave that out for now. And we want Cold-Blooded, which we already have attached. And last but not least, Illusionist. Okay. And then you just fill it in with whatever else you think is good. Avoid Glass Cannon if at all possible. It'll be good in a group setting. It's definitely not good by yourself. So, yes. Galvanizing Ward is good at that point. So basically what this build does is it gives us a lot more ways to stay alive, boosts defense substantially, has a lot of get out of jail free cards with teleport, mirror image, even energy armor here. The damage that you do is built to keep you out of combat as much as possible. Ray of Frost slows the enemy down a little bit, and Hydra basically allows you to drop a turret and get the heck out of there, keep yourself alive. So this is a good wizard boss build. As you can imagine, there are boss builds for all 5 classes, and I recommend that you memorize them or take notes somewhere, depending on what class you're playing. And make sure to customize your character as much as possible for each fight that you go into. When you reach Inferno, you're going to find that almost every mob you come up against, let alone every boss, is going to require a bit of a tweak here in the skill set section. And the quicker you memorize these, the quicker you'll be able to switch between them, and the faster the process will be. We're all hoping that Blizzard will come up with a way to macro these so you can just quickly switch between them. For now, though, you've got to go through here and do all this manually. So just try to memorize it, and it'll make your life a little bit easier. And then when you're done, of course, make sure you switch it back to your area of effect damage. In this particular case, on Nightmare mode, which I'm on right now, or Hell, maybe I'd have 3 damage dealers in that particular case, and 3 defensive spells, maybe 1 get out of jail. Teleport or mirror image are always good. Diamond Skid basically stays on my spec for this particular character no matter what I'm doing. But again, it depends on how you're playing and what you're doing. So enjoy, be careful, have fun tweaking all the skills, and just don't forget to customize, and you'll have a lot of fun.